Alright, in our last tutorial we discussed the basics of Flash, panels, the stage, and the welcome screen. So today we'll be discussing how to use the selection tools that were given to us. So create a new file, Flash file, ActionScript 3.0, and I'm going to draw something on the stage. And don't worry, I'll discuss how to do this in another video. Let me change the stroke so you can see that better. Alright, so if we were to look, we have an object in the middle of our stage, and we have selected our selection tool, which is in the corner. If you were to look right here in the upper right corner, you have this tool panel with all your tools that you'll be using in Flash. The first tool is the selection tool, which lets you select any object and move them and modify them in any way you like. If you were to click and drag, you would see this box, and whatever you drag it around, you will select that part of the object. If we were to select a part of this object, you would see that we could drag it off and it would break apart from the rest of the object. So you have to select the whole object to select it. If you were to just click on it, you would just select the fill, and I'll discuss what that is later. If you were to double click, you would select the whole object. If you were to click the fill, you would select one side. If you were to double click the fill again, double click, you'd select the stroke. So that's for the select tool. The sub select tool is a bit different. If you were to drag partially, you select the whole thing, so there's no other way around it. If I were to, let's say, I'm gonna start this. If I were to select with my whole sub select tool, you'd see that we have these little green handles that allow us to alter the shape. If you were just to drag this, you'd see that our shape is changing. And we can drag this around anywhere we want. Something I didn't mention with the select tool is that if you were to click on a side and drag it, you would distort that shape too. In order to select the side, you have to click and then click again so that it won't distort. You have to remember that. If you were to just click and drag, it would just distort. So you have to click once and then click again, drag. Another tool we have for selecting is the free transform tool. And if you were to look, there's this little green arrow on the corner of the free transform tool. If you were to click and hold that, you'd see that we have more tools, and some of these tools have that too. We'll be discussing how to use these later, but for now we're just going to be using the free transform tool. And if we have our object selected, we can alter our shape by clicking and dragging and rotating by the corners. Let's say that we wanted to drag both sides of the shape. Oh, my bad, hold on. Let's say we wanted to drag both sides of the shape. What am I doing? You click Alt and you drag. Alright, I'm doing something wrong, hold on. Alright. Select all of it and you can drag it. Hold down Alt and you drag both sides. It's convenient that it saves time for both you and me. So remember that. This little white dot here tells where the shape is going to rotate. So if I were to rotate, it would rotate from the center. If I were to put this in the corner, it would rotate from that corner. Same if I put it right here, you'd see that's gonna rotate from that corner. So it's best to keep it in the center unless you want to rotate from the corner. One thing is, you can another selection tool is called the lasso tool, which is kind of a freelance kind of thing. If you want to be independent with what you select, so click and then draw anywhere, and once you release, it's gonna select that part that you drew over. So it's pretty useful. If you were to look in the corner on the bottom corner of the toolbar panel, you would see we have this thing called polygon mode. If you were to click that, you would click once and you can drag this, click again, and just keep dragging and dragging and dragging, and if you're finished, you just double click and it completes the line for you. We have two other settings called the magic wand and the magic wand settings. We'll be discussing that in another video, so don't worry about it. Let's go back to the polygon tool and click off polygon mode. Let's say that we wanted to select an object and then we wanted to go to polygon mode. What you would do is hold down Alt and you can drag that like as if you were in polygon mode, and it selects our shapes for us. So that's it for our selection tools. Thanks for watching.